What's up, guys? At Metamoris.
Still sweating.
Still sweating. I did sweat a little bit. So, stand up.
He expected you to pull guard right away.
Yeah, and I had even considered pulling guard, but when I got to standing, I felt him being a little more conservative than I imagined. I imagined him being a little more wanting to bully me and take me down, but there was a certain respect. Who knows why? Maybe it's because of guillotines or my height. But nonetheless, I appreciated that, and his a lot of this, and him grabbing my head,
Eventually,
holding my head
you got an
sometimes.
underhook. Yes.
And I would kind of back out, which served me well. My whole thing is keeping my head postured, and my neck not getting too broken down. Eventually, he wrapped my neck.
He got one underhook, and then he used it to pull to the front headlock, and then that was like twisted and dropped into half guard. And then from here, you waited for a little, and you got your head out.
Let go. I felt like as soon as I landed, I shrugged everything. I really tried to make my neck small as possible and just have no neck. And I felt like there was, of course, no hope. There was never a point where I was like, oh shoot, my neck's in trouble.
Right. So yeah, I see what you're saying. It's very tight. Boom.
I'm out.
And then from here, guard passing, guard pass. Eventually, he came around one time, got to here.
And he was doing
How was the bottom side control?
He was doing a good holding it under my arms.
Yeah.
Like holding
from half guard.
even from half guard, yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit of like, I felt me holding this arm because I had wondered if I didn't hold this, he was trying to walk his arms up a little bit,
Right.
and my desire to fight down come over everything now. Come over my,
I see.
That's what I was thinking, that like, man, if I go down too much, he might come over it and maybe not wrap my head backwards, like who knows? So there was a constant, a little bit, almost like a punch block awareness, holding the tricep right here. And then, you know,
Got to guard eventually.
I got him to the guard.
Boom. Good posture control here.
Good control. It's not really, I'm not a rubber guard person, so this idea of like holding, you know, going for the rubber guard. How is it this way?
You were grabbing the other ankle,
Yeah.
pulling it up there.
So it's not my game so much, and I didn't feel like he was gonna at any time pull his arm out and fall into the triangle. He knew what he had, and he had his body weight holding me down. A little bit of him wanting to posture away, but not too much. I felt like he was okay being low because he understands triangles. Don't get me wrong, he does jiu-jitsu, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so he understands the opportunities. And then it ended up where
eventually he passed again here.
Side mounted on me.
Boom, all the way around. You almost fell out of bounds, and when he ended up here with this arm inside, you went for the neck right here, and then he went to clear it. Then you jumped over both. Boom.
Yes.
And that's when he started going here.
Yeah, the moment
And then spelled like this.
my legs uncrossed.
Yes. So he crossed his legs under yours.
Yeah.
Cross.
He crossed around my body.
And then he got to this.
Beautiful.
And right here,
I felt like because my legs are pinched, I can't even I can't open a knee, even relax a little bit. Like maybe it would have been good, like you said, kick this.
Yeah, that's
but
it though, yeah.
even that, with your legs pinching at near my knee area, my left leg doesn't have too much, you know, range of motion to do too much. And I think I was thinking tapping and saying tapping before I felt a little small, like right now it's.
Well, you just felt the position was tight.
Well, correct. So I respected it before my foot felt that stretch, which if I didn't, it could have been much worse than my ankle.
Which was smart because you recognize that once your foot is in a vice that your body can't twist out of.
Well, there you go.
Then
My body was in a vice.
Yeah, that's true. So a lot of times you're foretold you can spin out of it, but the way his body and his hips were trapped, that's when he don't say, well, be smart with that one.
I a little bit shot myself. Yeah, you were. Go back to the side
Your
mount.
attempt to get you out.
Yeah, because you're here. Well, like
You went for the neck. Boom.
And
he kind of blocked this a little bit. Then you pushed the arm and you got your leg around both.
But go back. So me just staying here, you know, and this is me a little bit wanting to move and just kind of have fun with it. So me going, I shot myself. The moment I landed here, it had to be to remove my legs. But I couldn't foresee that that as good as my position is, so is his. It's the equal.
Right.
You know?
That's true.
It's so great.
So what do you want your students to learn from this opportunity, from this situation?
What's the takeaway? I mean, the takeaway for me was a good understanding of my legs, me in the bottom of that side mount, throwing my legs up like that with somebody who has long legs and is tall himself. It's not the safest place to be.
Yes.
You know, and I'm generally not a footlock battle type person. And also I appreciated how even Josh, when he caught it and he felt a little bit of like a stretch, he's like, oh, he knew.
He knows, and he's been there a million times, yeah.
And I didn't know. For all I know, he could have wanted to rip the foot off.
Yeah.
So my my immediate like, that tap is thinking that he could want to take my foot off, but the reality is he was being actually very protective because he understood the control he had.
He knows.
He knows the foot lock. It's a standard foot lock, so very nice of him.
The takeaway for me was he don't call me on Wednesday night. I said, Henry, what do you think? Should I do this or not? And he said, he wants me to fight Josh Barnett. What do you think? And I said, man, he's a big guy. Do you want to do it or what? And he says, yeah, our grandfather would love to watch this.
Yeah.
So the takeaway for me was, man, train your whole life, get better, really grow with jiu-jitsu. But at any time, be curious enough about progress, about growth, about learning, to engage and to go there and see what's going to happen, And for me, that was we work together every single day, but he still motivates me. He gave me incredible motivation to be here part of this and to see him do that and step in there and take it on such short notice against such a formidable opponent. It's ridiculous, and it's hopefully as much motivation for everyone else out there who watched it as it was for me. And that's what it's all about.
And the reason why I can do this is because I know that the people that are out there behind us, behind the Gracie Academy and Eddie Gracie, they're not with us because we have gold medals and we've won the Worlds or the Pan Ams or whatever tournament is out there. They're with us because they appreciate our ability to teach. They appreciate, the
training mindset,
the training
how
mindset,
you train,
the training for life, the training that it's just a game, it's just jiu-jitsu. And I get a little bit attacked for saying that it's a game, and it's all just because the truth is it's just two guys doing jiu-jitsu.
Right.
I'm not against Josh or anybody else that's a Metamoris athlete or anybody in the world. We're all doing this, and we want to be involved in this sport, we want to be involved in this art for the rest of our lives.
That's what it boils down to. If we can train until we're 95 like our grandfather, it's the best victory, it's the best gold medal. And if we can teach other people how to do it, then we live lives worth living. Much respect to Hidon, much respect to Josh, amazing submission, and we can't wait till the next Metamoris. You guys, hopefully hasn't had as much fun as we did.